Yay, everybody's popping in.
Ty, please make me co-host. The stream is
Oh,
live.
yeah. We haven't done that, have we? Let me do that right now. Oh, trying to find you in the list is the problem now. There you are. Okay, Kevin, you should be co-host now.
Thank you.
And with that being said, I'll say hello to everybody. Hi, everybody. Hi, people. Hi, everybody.
Bye.
Welcome to Friday. Let me do some transitions and we'll get this show moving. All right, welcome to Shibashi. Probably my favorite class. Seriously, this is the one I enjoy the most. And my name is Ty. Some of you I know have already met me, and maybe some of you haven't. But I have a background in biology and psychology and computer science, but I'm retired now. I was a healthcare consultant to hospitals with their computer systems and the data when I retired. And I had planned for my retirement by getting trained to teach Kundalini Yoga, Hatha Yoga, Tai Chi, and therapeutic Qigong. Well, Shibashi is from the Tai Chi family. And that's what I'm here today to do is guide you through your Tai Chi practice. We're on Get Set Up. And today we have our TA is Kevin. Kevin's there. If you have any technical questions, just go into chat and run them by him, and he'll do his best to either help you or get you in touch with somebody, the right person that you need to help with that specific technical question. Now, in Get Set Up, it's seniors coming together with other seniors and learning from each other. Well, not only do I hope you'll learn something from me today, but if you have your camera on, I'll be able to learn from you because I'll understand more about what you're doing and how the class is going. If you don't want to turn on your camera, that's fine. That's acceptable, but maybe in a future class, you'll decide to turn it on. There will be a recording today, thanks to Kevin. And the only thing you have to do is email help@getsetupafterclass, getsetup.io. After class, and I'll echo that at the end of class, and they'll set you up with a copy of the recording. If you didn't make it into class today and you came in through live stream, isn't that great that that option is available? I'm so glad you made it that way. It took a little extra effort, and I really appreciate it. But maybe you can register and come in interactively for a class in the future. Just check the schedule. We just today I think they popped up a new week. Now be aware that Get Set Up is not paid to promote any specific products. Important slide. Please check with your doctor. The assumption is, or the expectation by me, is that you've talked to your doctor and you've had this conversation about what you can and can't do in a movement or exercise program, especially if you have any specific health conditions or you're taking any medications, because you have to honor any limitation that your doctor tells you to honor. And then after that, you can pay attention to what your body is saying. And then you honor whatever your body is saying. If it's saying rest, you stop and rest. If you're getting winded, stop and rest. Honor what you feel. You know what's going on in your body better than anybody else. And if you get a sign from your body, honor it. So follow the doctor's rules, follow your own body. And then third, pay attention to what I'm saying to do in class. But I come last. Today, we're together for Tai Chi Shibashi, a gentle, mindful, therapeutic movement sequence of 18 easy-to-do exercises. Now, with these exercises, there's an effort to move every part of your body. But with that being said, there's very little footwork. It's mainly upper body, so it's perfect for chair. If you don't want to do it standing, do it in a chair or switch back and forth. But the movements are done slowly, gently, and with some intention. And it's all coordinated with deep breathing. Always breathe. Don't hold your breath in this class. Always breathe. But find a pattern that serves you. You don't have to breathe when I'm breathing. Find a pattern in each exercise that supports your movement in that particular exercise. This practice is suitable for everyone. Whether you're 10 or 110, this works for you because you only do as much as you're comfortable doing. You can always modify every exercise by doing fewer repetitions, or maybe you don't go as far in the movement. Modify it to what you need, and any exercise feel free to stop in the middle if that's where you need to, and then wait until we go to the next exercise. It's far better for you to do a little bit of each exercise and do all 18 than to do 2 or 3 of them, 4 or 5, pressing it and burning out. You don't get as much benefit. It's better to do a little in each one if you can. The benefits are pretty obvious about Shibashi. We're working to improve the immune system, take in more oxygen, get stronger, strengthen the bones, the muscles, the tendons, and the ligaments. And you know what? It improves balance. Isn't that great? And flexibility without going to the gym and lifting weights or running a 10K. Also, you'll find that it helps improve reaction times, and overall, you're going to calm down and enjoy some stress relief. You may find that it reduces your blood pressure, maybe lowers your pulse. Overall, any gentle movement like this cleanses toxins from the body. So there's a great deal of, these are the benefits of Tai Chi are the benefits of gentle movement. Quick history. Tai Chi is thousands of years old, but Shibashi, not so old. Professor Sheng from China about 50 years ago decided that he was going to take Qigong and Tai Chi and sort of fuse it. He wanted to take the slow and even movements from Tai Chi, combine it with the strength of Qigong with the continuous breathing and meditation, and produce an even better effective health benefits in a package of 18 exercises. I think he succeeded. And so do 10 million people around the world who practice these movements, many of them daily. Now, in your Shibashi, the whole body moves together. Move it slowly and continuously, as smoothly as you can, and harmoniously. I like that word. The head and the eyes gently follow the hand's movements, unless the hand is going further than you should turn your neck. Please honor that limit. And if your hand goes further and your neck shouldn't go that far, stop. But until that point, the head and the eyes gently follow the hand. If you can, inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. If you cannot do that, breathe however works for you. Maybe you need to inhale and exhale through the mouth or through the nose. Do so. These are just principles to try to follow. Allow your breath not to be forced. It shouldn't even be that deep, but it should be soft and pronounced and somewhat continuous, no holding of the breath. This is a practice where the breath actually gives the rhythm for the movement. It's not that you breathe with the movement, you move with the breath, and you do that by never holding the breath. Try to practice with a happy state of mind. If you can't smile through the whole practice, see if you can smile with your eyes. Keep a good positive attitude, a happy state of mind, and smile with those eyes the whole time. So I'm going to do the practice standing. You're welcome to join me standing, or you can be seated, or if you want, have a chair handy, and then you can stand with the chair handy for touching. It's good if you have any balance questions. Preferably have some water handy. If you didn't bring it to class today, run and get some, or at least bring water next time. With that being said, let's transition. Oh, 40 people, big class, people. Thank you for coming. Let me get some music going. Is the music loud enough, or is it too loud? Loud enough, too loud? Okay, cool. We'll go with it. Come standing with your feet a little wide apart, not too wide, so you're stable, hands on the hips, and just gently turn your head left and right as far as you're comfortable, but no more. Hey, guy, could you move? My dog's under my feet. Could you move? Drop the head down and let it roll to the other side, back and forth. We're just doing some warm-ups now. If you haven't been with me before, we start with warm-ups before we go into our Shibashi. Head down, head up. Breathing the whole time. Hands forward and just shake it at the ankle, the wrist. I'm sorry, like you're trying to shake water off the wrist. Big guy, come on. I need you to move, baby. Bouncing softly in the knees. Now out and in. Palms are facing each other, shake inward. Don't bounce too heavily on those knees. You're going to wear them out. Just light, soft knees, a little bounce. And if your knees get sore, stop bouncing. Now, palms down, but throw those hands out from the elbows. Roll those arms lightly, not big circles, just little circles. You can go slower if you want to. You don't have to go this speed. Go back. Adapt it to what your needs are today. Elbows back, across the arms. Find the breathing pattern that works for you so you don't hold your breath. Now, bounce the ball. Both hands are bouncing a ball off the floor. Bounce the ball off the walls. Now, hands to the ceiling. A little bounce to the knees if you're comfortable with that. Now you're gonna, like you were bouncing the ball with a waving hand, and you're gonna do that all the way around to the side, and then come back. Like twist there. Ending up with just continuing bouncing in the front. Remember, soft knees, even if you're not bouncing, keep soft, keep the knees soft. Now, 1 foot forward and turn at the wrist like you're screwing in a light bulb. Let's take the other foot forward. Big guy, you gotta move, bud. Now, elbow down, the other elbow down. Now the opposite knee comes up. You don't have to lift the foot off the floor. You can just bring the heel up and keep the toe on the floor if you want to, or you can bring the knee up. Now, foot goes forward, pop the hands as they go by in the front. I need to make a technical adjustment. Keep going without me. There I am. I forgot to spotlight myself. Looks like Kevin took care of it. Now, take one foot behind and then the other foot behind, like that. See if you can pop the hands like you're slapping while you do it. Move my chair. Have a chair and a chocolate lab in the way. It's kind of hard to see. Keep it up. I'm just going to see if I can move this little obstacle. Now just clap from the side while you bring the foot behind the other foot. Bring the hands up. Clap. Now, hands up the middle and out the side. Now march. Keep the marching. I'm going to turn on a light to light my floor a little better. There we go. You can do big marching, or you can just bring the ankle up. Just leave the toe down and bring the heel up. That's fine. Now, stand tall with your feet about shoulders width apart. Allow the arms to just drape. We want to bring the heartbeat down a little bit, a little blood pressure down before we start the 18. Breathe into the belly. Remember, soft knees. Raise the hands at the shoulders. The palms are down and the hands are kind of draping. And then bring up. This is called raising arms. Inhale. And exhale. You sink in the knees. Slow and gentle, keeping a soft body. I keep reminding soft knees, but you want a soft body, including the shoulders, the arms. You don't want to bring any more extra strength to the body than is needed for the movement. You can go slower than me if you like. I do not recommend going any faster. Now the hands come up this time, allow the hands to go out to the side. You're opening the chest. The palms are facing each other. They come back in and they face down. Maybe you can lengthen your inhale to inhale halfway. Inhale fully. Half the exhale. Half the exhale. Or if you need to, inhale up. Exhale out. Exhale in, inhale in, and exhale down. Whatever works for you. Opening the chest, opening the lungs, opening your heart center, opening to the world, all the challenges that the world brings us. Open up and welcome them. Now we're going to dance with rainbows next. Come up, one arm goes out to the side at shoulders height, the other one goes overhead and you lean into that side. You can turn and look at that hand if you want to or not, and then you shift to the other side. One hand goes down, the palm that's pointed out, that hand, the palm is up. The one over your head, the palm is down. Breathing. Be careful that lean into the leg. Don't injure your knee. The leg should stay straight as you do this. No bending in the knee, but tempting to kind of give into a bending in the knee. But be careful. I like to inhale one direction and exhale the other. Maybe your pattern is different. If your arm does not go over your head, it's okay if you do this. Do whatever you need to do. It's more important to move than to move perfect. Now, hands come down, cross at the wrist, and lift. And then back out. Just imagine you're among the clouds high in the sky, and you're separating them. Bringing those hands down, grabbing a chunk of that cloud and pushing up, separating the cloud. If you want to challenge the knees, you can, but you don't have to. There's no need to, no reason to. You can just do a nice soft knee. All the options are there for you to use if you want them. Personally, I think Shibashi should be done meditatively. And if you really squat in any of the exercises, you're losing that meditation, in my opinion. Repulse the monkey. Hands come forward. The palms face each other like this. Take the upper palm back. You can watch that palm if you want to turn your head or not. And then you push. It's a little different than the way I've been teaching it. You reverse the arm, the hands, upper hand comes back. Before we were doing a different version in this, but I like repulse the monkey better. Push. Twist only as far as you're comfortable. Only turn your head to follow the hands if you have a really strong neck and you're good for that. Got a cute name called Repulse the Monkey. And we're going to let the arms go down, rotating at the shoulders in big circles. It's called rowing a boat. Soften in the knees as the hands come down and stand tall as the hands come up, or don't bend the knees at all. They should be soft. You don't have to bend them. Breathing. Remember, it's better to do each exercise a couple of reps and then stop and hang around for the all 18 exercises than to push it in the first few and burn out. So pace yourself. Try to make it a couple of reps in each one of them for all 18. Take one hand and to the side and then turn the palm down. Take the other hand, you lift up, palm up, and then palm down and wave. This is called lifting a ball. So you're lifting a ball to the side. bouncing a ball. Breathing, no holding the breath. We're going to gaze at the moon. Both hands, the palms are facing each other, and you're going to turn and do a little twist as the hands come up. And then bring the hands down, back to center, and you're going to twist in the other direction. Only twist as far as you're comfortable. Only raise the moon as high as you're comfortable. Always trying to keep a nice straight back, not leaning into the pose. We all do it. We're all guilty of leaning every once in a while, but you want to try to avoid it. So catch yourself and just kind of correct yourself saying, don't do that. Straighten up. We don't chastise ourselves for being human. We just notice it and remind, hey, you don't want to lean into that, you know. This gentle twist is kind of enjoyable for me. It also expands on your flexibility. Good for the backbone. Just don't twist too far. Build your time. We always start off gentle and work up. So if this is your first Shibashi class, be very gentle with yourself. You can do more in future classes when you're ready. Now bring the hands, push in the elbows, make a soft fist with the hands, and then take one hand and push. You're going to twist into it a little bit as though you're pushing away, and bring that palm back. And then we're going to push the other way. It's pushing palms. Notice that little flare. Let me see if I can get my hand against some dark color. Allow the hand to just turn and come back with a little bit of a flare. It's good for the wrist. Push, isometric. Push. I like to exhale on this push and then inhale on the retract. That's my way. Now take one hand maybe up to upper chest or even throat level, the other one at belly button level. Whichever hand is high, turn in that direction. And then reverse the hands and turn back. The upper hand is a little bit further away from you than the lower hand. This is called waving hands in the clouds. It's one of the many forms of this exercise done in Tai Chi. Allow the hands to just kind of flow as they exchange position. The lower hand can actually lag if you want to have that little flowing motion. It's an option. Now, take your right foot forward, and you're going to use both hands and reach down and cross at the wrist and come back up overhead. Scoop from the sea overhead. Now you're going to bend into that front knee is going to bend. Do not bend so far that your head goes below the heart. If you're stable enough, you can do the rocking motion from Tai Chi where you come up on the back toe, lifting the heel, and then bring up the toe in the front. If you're nice and stable, don't do that unless you're stable. Find that breathing pattern. Now we're going to continue with that right foot forward and push the waves. This is different than I've done in other classes, but I think it fits better with what we're doing. Push the waves. You can continue that rocking if you like, up on the back toe and then up on the forward heel, pushing the wave away from you and then pulling it back. Not much bending of the knees here, even though when you come forward to the wave, you're going to bend that knee a little bit, but that's really about all the bending you need. And even that, if you have a problem with your knees or they're getting sore from today's movement, don't do it. Now we're going to keep the same right foot forward and we're going to go into dove spreads its wings. Open up that heart center, spread those wings open and come back. Again, you can continue the rocking motion. I'm inhaling and exhaling as my wings close. Inhaling and exhaling. Now we're going to take the left foot forward. Remember, scoop the C. We're going to do it here on the left leg. Scoop the C, up. Bending into that front knee a little bit, without taking the head too low. Keep it above the heart. You can actually do it like this without going that low at all. You want to be safe. Don't even bend into it much at all. Scooping the sea, raising to the sky. Now let's continue on with push the waves. That same foot. This is a very soothing motion. If you've ever been in the ocean or even a swimming pool, you'll know what this feels like. Maybe you can bring that sensation to your body while you're practicing this motion. Bring back that memory of how the water flowed with you and against you. Now, dove spreads its wings. Now bring both feet in, shoulders width apart, hands come to the waist with that soft fist we used earlier. Take one hand, turn the wrist and punch. Turn the wrist and bring it back. Turn the wrist and punch. Turn the wrist and come back. You don't go all full extension, you just go partial extension. Keeping the elbows soft. That twisting of the wrist is excellent for us. And breathe. Now, we're going to fly like the wild goose. The hands or wings come out and up. If they can go overhead and touch, that's fine. Back of the hands and then down. They don't have to go that high. Sink in the knees a little bit as they come down. Soft knees, but don't stoop. Inhale and exhale. Safeguard those knees. And I would advise, if you're like me, keep those hands out of the ceiling fan over your head, because I'm so close. Every once in a while I forget and I clip a fan blade. Got to take care of yourself, though. If you want to cross a little bit, go for it. I don't know if the bird really does that or not. Now we're going to drop the hands in front, almost like a rag doll, and you're going to swing the arms up and over in a big circle. Spinning wheel. Again, the head does not go below the heart. Make sure the feet are far enough apart to give you stability. Now, obviously, this one you're leaning into, so protect that lower back. Let's go the other direction. Don't forget to breathe. Now, we're going to bounce a ball while walking. So you take one hand up and down. Bring the other knee up and down. Do it together. Now that can be just lifting the heel. You're bouncing a ball while walking. See if you can let the foot go down before the hand. You may not do that the first time you do this exercise, but eventually you will. It takes a little practice and coordination to do that. Bouncing a ball while you walk. Again, just lift the heel if you want to. Keep going. I just need a sip of water. Don't forget to drink your water. Now, separate the feet a bit. Bring the hands down, cross at the wrist. Bring the hands up the center of the chest. Flip the hands down and push. You're pulling up chi and pushing it down. You can just visualize you're grabbing energy from the earth, pulling it up your spine, and you're pushing it down your spine. Now stand with your feet maybe hips width apart, unless you need further. Bring one hand over the other. Notice the circle I have here. This is the yin-yang circle. So you want to just do an encapsulation like this with your hands, as though I'm holding this bubble with the two wolf heads in it. Just hold your chi ball in front of you like that. The hands should be cupped like you're holding a big beach ball. Soft knees, and just breathe. Let's just stay here quiet for a minute while you visualize that there's actually a ball of energy between your palms. It's swirling, it's moving. Maybe you'd like to reverse the hands. Maybe you feel the energy stretch and move back into position while you're moving the hands. Maybe you don't. It's not about what you feel. It's just that you try to feel. Look for those sensations. Experience them. That's the exercise. Hands to the side. Maybe you can pulse that energy ball a little bit by pushing the hands together and taking them apart. Now take your right hand and put it in the center of your chest or over your heart. Take the left hand, put it over your belly button, which we call the dantian. It's an energy center related to the kidneys. And just stand there and breathe. Relax your knees. Relax your shoulders. Relax the breath and just breathe. Let's spend 1 moment, 1 minute just in this pose, enjoying this meditative comfort of our body. If you'd like to relax your arms down and come seated. Some basic principles to try to remember while you're doing Shibashi is do your best not to give up halfway. Now, if you wear out or if you feel pain, stop. But if it's just that you're wearing out on exercises, you're overdoing it, you need to cut back and just do fewer repetitions in each exercise, because it's more important that you make it through all 18 so that you move every piece of the body a little bit. It's better to move every piece of the body a little bit than to do excessive movements with a few parts of the body and wear out. Maintain the correct posture. As you see, there's rarely do we not stand straight. Only a couple of the exercises do we actually lean into something. And then we're very careful not to allow the head to go below the heart. Notice how the actions are relaxed. We tend to stiffen our muscles while we're using them. It's just a natural response. So it's a constant reminder to ourselves to relax those muscles while we're moving, that let go of any extra strength that we don't need, and allow the motion, the actions to be as flowing and continual as you can. Over time, with experience, they get a lot more flowing. try to have a decent environment for where you're practicing. And that, I don't mean it has to be a certain type of style or something. I just mean you need a certain amount of space, like 3 foot by 4 foot, something like that. And have that space clear on the floor, and maybe a time where you won't be interrupted for the few minutes. So that's all the appropriate environment means. Maybe like me, you need to get rid of the chocolate lab out of the room. That was quite an obstruction today for me. Um, Allow your breath to start flowing into your abdomen, into your belly. If you're not used to that sort of breath and this is new to you, um, it's just something that comes with practice. But during class, I will keep reminding you that it's better to allow your breath to go into the belly instead of the chest, because you actually do take in more air. And with more air, you take in more oxygen. So it's actually a better way to breathe, especially when you're exercising or moving. And just remember, Tai Chi is, I love, it isn't enjoyable. That sounds like a command. Well, most of us find it enjoyable. How's that? Most people find Shibashi an enjoyable therapeutic movement practice, and it promotes better health. It's not just going to the gym and trying to build up. This is actually a movement that helps us be healthier and helps us feel better. So the way you do that is you come back and join me as often as possible. Thank you for coming today. It was so nice having such a big crowd. Um, if you have some good experiences on Get Set Up that you're willing to share, and we hope you're willing to share them, then go on social media, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or any of the others, and please let other people know the good experiences you're having. If you don't want to do that yourself, just email Liz. She's the little picture of the strawberry blonde you see there. Liz, Liz at getsetup.io. And send your information to her and she'll put it on the company blog or the website blog. Other classes that you may want to try that's somewhat related to Shibashi or Qigong and slow flow yoga. Qigong is the basis for Tai Chi. So you will see a lot of association between what you study in Qigong and what you study in Tai Chi and Tai Chi Shibashi. And slow flow yoga can be very excellent in the same way, in the sense that it takes yoga asanas, slows them down, and puts them in a flowing sequence. Now, my next classes are Tai Chi for beginners. If you haven't been in my Tai Chi class yet, my Tai Chi for beginners, I highly recommend that you attend Tai Chi, Why It's Great for Seniors. Do that first, because that's going to give you a history and a basis for taking the beginners class. And then come take the beginners class as often as you can. Just repeat it as often as you can. And then, of course, come back to Shibashi as often as you can. It's Shibashi, something everyone should do every day. And I teach Kundalini yoga on Fridays at 4:30 Eastern time in the US. That's today. And I teach it Tuesday evenings at 6:30, I think. I don't have my schedule in front of me, but I teach it for the chair. But I also have people on the mat in the class too. So I teach it both ways. Kundalini yoga is, again, something that's therapeutic. It's not like gym yoga, like most people take in this country. Kundalini is designed to work to build up our nervous system, our glands, and our organs to try to make them function better. I also have a new class that just started up called Sit and Get Fit. And it's basically a seated aerobics class. The gentle version is on Saturday mornings, and the more arduous version is Sunday evenings. Of course, those are comparable words. Arduous to you, arduous as I'm describing it, might be easy to use for you, or gentle might be hard for you. Try both of them and see which one works for you best, or maybe you like both. I'll send you some notes today, always notes after class. And in those notes, there'll be some suggested links of other classes that you may want to just click on and try, just out of curiosity, if nothing else. And of course, the feedback button. Please give us feedback. When you click feedback, you're going to get this little square here, and it defaults to 4 stars. 5 stars mean a great deal to me. 5 stars for the session on the left means a great deal of, gee, give me more of this class. And 5 stars on the right for the guide me means, more classes with Ty. So feel free to put your opinion there. And if you want to add a comment, please do. Comments help us improve and grow. Anything on Get Set Up in general that you think could be improved, please put that in the box down here. Or maybe even another class that isn't available currently on Get Set Up, but you would like it on Get Set Up. So maybe you want to learn how to ride a horse in the rodeo. Well, request that class. Who knows? Maybe it's possible. When you do book a class on Get Set Up, you have an option, this little blue button with a red circle oval around it, invite a friend. Please invite your friends, invite your relatives, invite your neighbors. Spreading the word is the way we keep growing. And as you can see, we're growing quickly. So there's a lot of spreading the word going on. But I'll tell you, I'm very appreciative to the person that told me about it. And I have a feeling your friend, neighbor, relative is going to be very appreciative to you for telling them. If you're using a phone, it's very similar. It's just a smaller orange button like I'm pointing at with my cursor. We're a community, people. Every time you show up, you're part of the community. So suggest new classes, host an interest group. If you'd be interested in something, if there's an interest you have and you're willing to host the group, please contact help@getsetup.io. And organizations like assisted care, senior living, government, and community organizations, if you have contact information for one you're associated to, please send it to help so that we can see if they'd like to partner with us. And of course, request a session recording also at help@getsetup.io. Now, here's something new. They gave me a specific address at getsetup.io. It's getsetup.io/series, SCRIS/Ty, my name. And the nice thing about this is it brings up all of my classes. I have 5 different unique names for classes. So you'll see 5 classes pop up and it'll tell you the next available class in each one of those names. So it's a way to book my classes in a convenient one-stop location. So keep that in mind, getsetup.io/series/Ty. If you want to book Shibashi again, go there and you can find when the next Shibashi is available. Okay. Let's see. Forgot where I was. Let's see, there I am. Oh my goodness, look at so much chat. What's been going on in chat today? Wow. A couple of people had to leave early. Music's too loud. Sorry about that, Kathy. It's really hard for me to get a good balance for what's coming out to you guys. Anytime I ask you if it's too loud or too soft, please evaluate that based on whether you can hear my voice over the music. Because as long as you can hear me over the music, you can always turn the volume down on your side. So please help me with that at the first of class so I can get the best option I can. Because what I hear is not what you hear. That's the problem. Let's see. Yeah, see, somebody else is hearing fine. And another one says it's too loud. It really depends on several factors. So I'd love to get it perfect, but I don't think I can. Deborah, second class. Welcome, Deborah. I'm so glad to see you came back. Something I can use with my dementia residents. You know what, Deborah? I used to teach yoga for early dementia. I find they are one of the most rewarding classes because they love moving. They just love moving with you. So I think Shibashi would work with dementia very well. They'll find it humorous and they will just buy into it beautifully. I bet you. I missed that class. It went away when COVID hit. Thank you for the nice words, everybody. Oh yeah, and somebody's coming back later for yoga. Remember, Kundalini Yoga today at 4:30. Okay. Melinda would like more Shibashi classes. Ask for it, Melinda. Talk to put it in the email to help or in one of these note boxes and let them know that you want that because they do pay attention. I know because I hear back from them. Melinda, oh, you're up in St. Augustine. Yeah, I'm in Lake Mary, the next city south from Sanford. I've been to St. Augustine many times. Lovely place. You got a great Kundalini Yoga Center there. Okay. Anything else? We got a couple of minutes if anybody wants to ask any questions or file any complaints or. Well, if nobody wants to perk up and say something, I'm just going to say good day for, goodbye and good day, and see some of you at 4:30 today, and see some of you at the next Shibashi class. And my closing statement I always love to use is always take care of yourself. You have to take care of yourself first before anybody, even before those kids you love and grandkids. You got to take care of yourself first, because if you're not there in good shape, you can't take care of them. So always take care of yourself first. And I'll see you in class again soon.
Thanks, Ty. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.